Keyword Planner is a free tool. Google created this tool to help pay-per-click advertisers, wherein all marketers use this tool. Even if you have paid tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, Moz or anything else, there are a lot of advantages of using Google Keyword Planner. It's especially important for local SEO and analyzing devices data. For example, when webmasters create content, they usually pay attention for desktop version of their websites. However, mobile traffic will continue to increase and surpass desktop traffic because the number of mobile users is growing all the time. Today, mobile traffic is over 76%, desktop traffic over 23%, tablet traffic is less than 1%. Some keywords are completely mobile. In this video, I'll show you advantages and disadvantages of using Google Keyword Planner. I'll compare data with other keyword tools. Stay tuned, the best part is coming. What's up guys, Anatoly is here and today I want to speak with you about Google Keyword Planner. First time I met this tool in 2008 when I launched my first project. It was online shop and I needed to find keywords that related with my business, and I think that I didn't have other alternatives like I have today from paid tools and other free tools. If you are interested to know more tools, you can visit page on my website where I reviewed all online tools. And yeah, a lot of these tools you can use to find your keywords. I use Google Keyword Planner even today when I have access to some paid tools, because on Google Keyword Planner you can find some different data that you can't get from other paid tools, and many paid tools just take this data from Google Keyword Planner. If you want to have this tool, you need to have account in Google Ads. If you don't have this account, you can register in a few minutes. Just submit all data in ads.google.com, and after this you need to switch to expert mode, and yes, that's it, and you can use Google Keyword Planner. I open the page on my website where I review all SEO tools. If you want to find the direct link to Google Keyword Planner, you need to click the filter keyword research on the left side and to choose the filter free. And after this you can find in a quick way this tool. Here, Google Keyword Planner. And I open this tool. After registration you will see this window. What you need to do to click Tools and Settings and open Keyword Planner. It's loading a few seconds, and after this you will see two windows. You can use all these windows. We can start from first one. Here you can type your keywords, for example SEO, digital marketing, SMM. You can divide them by comma. Here you need to change language to your language. I change to English, and you can change location to your country, for example United States. After this, to save, we have additional function to add some website here. You can add website or not, it's up to you, but if you add here some successful competitor that ranks on Google, it helps Google Ads to understand what type of keywords you need to have. We can start without setting any websites, and after this we will check with this setting. Click to get results, and what we can see, the results from last 12 months. You can change location here. For example, if you want to know only information about your native city, for example, we can use Miami and delete the United States, and after this you can see that average monthly searchers decreased a lot. You can change language or search networks, Google or Google and search partners. You can use and search partners as well. It might be YouTube or any other search networks from Google. Yep, and for example, if you have some seasonality in your business and it's not good to have data from last month or last 12 months. For example, if you sell Christmas gifts, it's better, to set up data from I don't know, from October to November, for example. I can change here to November 18 or even December, because it helps to understand what type, what volume we can have here. For example, if I change keywords to Christmas gifts, we can check the result, and yep, we see some average monthly searches. And for example, if I use from June to July, you will see the big difference, because at that time people don't search for Christmas gifts. Yeah, we see that our data decreased a lot. Yep, you can customize all of this in your Google Ads. Okay, I use data from last month, and here we can change to our keywords like SEO, digital marketing, SMM. For example, if you want to use some famous websites that ranks high in Google, what we can see that we get 564 keyword ideas available for these keywords, and even this tool proposes some other keyword ideas. You can add these keyword ideas if these ideas are related with your business. And we have different columns. In the first column we see the list of keywords. In the second column we see volume. Competition is related to Google Ads competition. It's not suitable with SEO competition, and in this tool you can check SEO competition, SEO difficulty. What I like here, that the average bid for Google Ads and the maximum payment for Google Ads. You can use this data to analyze commercial intent of these keywords. If advertisers pay this money, that means that they can earn. Okay, you can download all this data to Google Excel. Just click here and you will get all this data in CSV format in your operation system. Okay, what we can use here, for example, we can go back to Keyword Planner and use this type of window. Here you can get exact data for some keywords. If you have your list of keywords, for example, SMM, SEO, marketing, social media ads, paid ads, pay-per-click, and after this you will get data only from your list of keywords. You can see here cost per click, how many clicks, impressions, cost, everything what you need to know from your list of keywords. Even we have negative keywords, for example, you can add here. If you have a huge list of keywords, you can add like free. Okay, we can use free. And for example, if I want to delete some keyword from my list, just click here to add them. And yep, we have negative keywords, and yeah, we see that we don't have this data by using negative keywords. Okay, go back to Google Keyword Planner, and we can use this window one more time. For example, if you want to check your competitor, just type their website here. For example, HubSpot.com. We can use famous resource that spends a lot of time, to create high quality and valuable content. And after this, we can have results from all this website. The volume is not good. For example, we can use data from last 12 months. And for example, if you want to delete their brand keywords, just click add filter. Here you can use this option keyword text and click does not contain. For example, I use HubSpot. Just HubSpot and apply, and after this we will have only keywords that are related with HubSpot without brand keywords. Yeah, awesome. I think that you don't like this metric from 10 to 100. It's whack magic metric, and what you need to do here, just highlight keywords what you like more. For example, we can choose what we want to check and add these keywords to your plan overview, and go to this option plan overview, and we see here the list of these keywords and all impressions. If you want to know exactly impressions, just add just increase your paid cost per click. We can use the maximum cost per click, and after this Google will show us exact impression for these keywords. You can click here and get and here you will know exact impressions for all your keywords. And after for getting this data, you don't need to set up pay-per-click advertisement. And what I like more on this tool, that you can analyze devices data. For example, for these keywords, we see that computers have more traffic, and locations data. Right now we use Miami, Florida. We can change that one, for example, to use United States. Save this data, and what we can see here, I need to go back and click one more time plan overview, and after this you will see exact locations for these keywords: California 15%, Florida 9%, New York 7%. Yeah, and it's suitable data. For example, if I want to know for example other keywords, we can change keywords, for example, to use, I don't know which is more related for mobile. For example, baby crying. Okay, we can check these keywords, and baby crying, add them to our plan overview, and go there. Baby crying. We need to delete the old plan overview. I want to delete this one, and after this we can check for other keywords, and you will get other data. Just give me a few seconds. I need to delete all of them, remove them. You can see that I need to remove one more time, and add these keywords one more time to plan overview. If I go here, we can check that mobile traffic is more than computer traffic, and it's important to analyze what type of content you need to create, because it's a big problem when webmasters usually pay attention only for desktop version of their websites. And and for example, if we compare this tool with Ubersuggest, this tool, I think, Neil Patel bought this tool for $120,000, and today he invests even more to develop this tool. And what I like on this tool, that you have this parameter SEO difficulty, because in Google Keyword Planner you don't have this metric, and we see the same volume, cost per click, and you don't need even to register in this tool to get all this data, keyword ideas, for example, for your keywords. You have to compare data with some websites that rank in the top 10. And you can use this tool, Answer the Public. For example, I typed SEO and get data with a lot of questions that are related with my keywords, and it's useful to create this content, propositions, and many other data. And all of them are free tools. You don't need to pay, but I think Answer the Public last time tried to monetize this tool to use some pro version, and if you use free version you don't have volume data, but on Ubersuggest you have this data. And I think that you can use all these tools, and to choose metric, all of them are free. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and click notification tab, and you will get all information about my next videos. See you next time. Cheers!